Hey everybody, how are you doing? This is Ranger Chris. Hope you're having a great day. And this is going to be a little follow up video to the Marrakesh Perfect Start Guide. Now, if you haven't seen that one, definitely do check it out. I will go over all the strategies to discover the best resources around your starting location to set yourself up for a great assassination. So, I'm just putting into practice what I talked about. Here, I started in the rooftop. So the first thing I did was go for that key card in the adjacent rooftop, and if you're fast enough, you're going to be able to bypass that guard and get to the Shisha Cafe rooftop early. And I always skip the starting cutscene to give myself maximum time. Grab the resources you need before even checking your map to see where your targets are, which is what I'm doing. And it's around this point where I'm deciding that, I have a target in the school, one in the consulate, one in the street somewhere. It's not going to be worth trying to go suit only on this one. It'll take a long time, possibly doable, but it'll be more useful if I show the strategies which I talked about in practice here in real time. So that's what we're doing. We're going to get the weighted disguise to allow ourselves to get into the school and go from there. So while we're watching this on screen, I wanted to talk a little bit about prestige objectives. Now, prestige objectives are the golden objectives which you pick. There are three options. You can pick one of them to add on to the payout objectives or the blue objectives. These are all shown on the top left hand side of the screen. The blue payout objectives come with a map. The golden prestige objectives is one you pick. And you have to pick one of the three before going on to a mission. Now, for regular mode, it doesn't matter too much, because if you get it, great, extra XP, extra mercers. If you don't get it, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh, here's a wrench, by the way, in this workshop next to the carpet store. Our first target is going to be this carpet store owner. And I didn't show this in the other guide, but this is, if it's useful if you have a street target to know this location. On the second floor, this carpet store is the headmaster, who has the headmaster's key, and that key will allow you to unlock all the doors in the school. So you can knock him out, put his body in the storage container over here, and grab the key. And in this video, I'll also show you a way to access the school from the rooftops. You don't need to do it in this version because you're wearing the waiter disguise, which gives you free access to the school. But if you were in a suit only, you'd want to use the rooftop to access the school easily. Anyway, going back to prestige objectives, for regular mode, it doesn't matter. But for hardcore mode, if you fail your prestige objective, you lose the mission and therefore lose the entire campaign. So it's a really big deal, in hardcore mode. But even in regular mode, it's important to learn what the different prestige objectives are, why it's important to know how to beat them. Here, even though he saw me, hints my target, we're going to kill him. You won't negate your silent assassin. Alright, so what are the different prestige objectives? The ones I would always go for, the ones I recommend, the first one is blow safe open with explosive. Now, all this requires you to do is use any kind of explosive, fire extinguisher, propane tank, concussion duck, explosive duck, whatever, remote explosive, anything you want, to blow open one of the freelancer safes. Very easy to do. All you need to do is find the safe, use your map as soon as you load in to look for the safe, the little safe icon, and you should be able to do it. Now, the problem is you need to make sure that there is a safe in the map you're going to, if you're going to pick this. Very important. If you may pick this prestige objective and then pick a map with no safe, and you will automatically fail this at the end of the level. So you play the whole level, finish it, and then they'll tell you failed this. And if you're on hardcore, you lose the whole campaign. So it's got to be very careful when you are picking blow safe open. Even though it is by far the easiest prestige objective, the map you're going to has a safe. Second thing, the epic kill prestige objectives. Now, these come in two different varieties: epic kill with this weapon, or legendary headshot, legendary kill, melee. The variety of kill the target with a particular weapon or a particular rarity weapon. Can be anything, sniper, melee, whatever. These are good missions to take because most of the time, after you play enough, after you've accumulated enough mercers, after you've gone to the right maps and collected enough weapons for your safe house, you will have those epic and legendary weapons. Once you have enough mercers, you'll be able to buy them quite easily from suppliers. And it's important to go to maps like New York, Ambrose Island, things like this, where you can start accumulating, those rarer weapons, and it will really help you succeed in these levels, because the first requirement to even succeed or pick these missions, these prestige objectives, is you have to have a legendary and epic weapons. With time, that'll come. Just give yourself some time and you will accumulate those weapons. But that would be my preferred. In fact, over saves, I like the epic kill, legendary headshot, whatever objectives. Very easy to do, almost guaranteed you can achieve them, and hard to fail, So those are the two I would recommend. Here, this guy just happened to go to the window. As he's falling, he found the body. Again, if your target sees you, compromises you, whatever, if they're killed, it won't negate your silent assassin. Alright. And this is again, guys, why I took... I didn't go suit only on this one. There's no point, it's just fly through the mission. If you just know where the right things are, get the right disguises. And again, if you notice, these are a lot of the things which we went over in the perfect setup guide. Just knowing where everything is will make your life a lot easier. Okay, now back to prestige objectives. Which ones do I not recommend? The middle ground one, the ones where I'm 50-50 on, are the collateral kill objectives. Now these prestige objectives, the collateral kill ones, require you to kill your target plus one other person simultaneously through an explosion, accident, or firearm. The easiest way to do this is if you knock two people out, put them next to each other and blow them up, you'll get the explosion one. If you use oil, water, ignite or electrocute, you'll get the accident one. I have videos where we use the accident video goes over a few of these actually, where you can set them up in a controlled environment for a collateral kill. And firearm, if you have two bodies on top of each other, use a striker like a Magnum or a sniper rifle with penetrating. You can easily shoot through two bodies and kill both. That's the easiest way to do it. The other way is very difficult. If you're trying to wait for two people to get into position, other than explosive collateral kill, which you can do with remote explosives or an explosive phone or something, it's very hard. So it really depends on RNG if you're going to go out of your way. But otherwise, you'd be forced to knock two people out, put them together, and execute. Even if this means losing stealth, because remember, first and foremost, for hardcore, you need to do your prestige objective. Now let's go to the ones I really don't recommend. The first one are the timed objectives. There are three forms again. Time trial means you just need to eliminate all your targets within the set amount of time. It can be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever they give you. But within that time frame, you need to run through the map and kill all your targets. Whenever I do this, I tend to be like, unless I know the map really well, I rush through just to get the targets done and then deal with the fallout after. The next one is timed hide and seek. For this, you have a 2-minute timer which resets every time you jump into a container, meaning a laundry basket or a locker or a garbage can, dumpster. Every time you go in or out, it will reset the timer. So these are manageable. These are okay to do. The only thing is you got to keep an eye on the timer. They rarely give you warning until it's too late. So always stay close or know where the closest container is so that you can keep running back and forth to it, especially if you're waiting out something with your target. The third one is time get disguise. Please avoid this one if you can. Honestly, unless you get really lucky with your target and you can make a beeline for them, what this means is every 2 minutes you have to switch into a new disguise, and you cannot switch back into a previous disguise. So a new disguise every 2 minutes or you lose. You only have a set amount of time. If you're on a bad map, if you don't know where the disguises are, if you're forced to go into some hostile territory, it's going to be just a headache and you'll lose without even being able to get to a target. You'll always end up in a mess unless you get lucky, honestly. So I'd avoid this one. So time trials in general, try to avoid, other than the regular timed ones or hide and seek, maybe okay. But there's certainly the chances of it being a quiet mission will be a lot less. The final prestige objectives are the silent assassin ones. Generally, I want to advise you against these. Silent assassin, like the one I'm doing here now, are the most doable ones. You just need to eliminate your target, make sure no bodies are found, make sure if you get caught on camera, you eliminate the evidence. I think that's about it. And even then, trying to do those, if you notice, I had to really wait for the right moments here. My emetic grenade went wrong. She didn't go to a bathroom. She started throwing up in the kitchen. So I got lucky on this one. That no one spotted me, no one walked in on me in the body, nobody found the body. If somebody finds the body, you lose Silent Assassin, i.e. you lose the campaign in hardcore. It only gets worse from here. You have Silent Assassin suit only. Name it speaks for itself. You know, like if you get the wrong map, this is going to be a nightmare. And Silent Assassin no firearms, which is basically what I did in this mission here. It's Silent Assassin, but I didn't use my gun at all. Remember, Silent Assassin no firearms means you can't even use a pistol to shoot at a camera. The safest thing you can do is just don't bring a pistol at all to the mission. And Silent Assassin is a very risky prestige objective to take, especially on hardcore, because anything can happen. Just think, if somebody finds a single body, you're going to lose the entire mission, you're going to lose the entire match. The campaign is over. So it's not worth it, honestly. And that's why I always think before picking a prestige objective, it is nice to have extra XP, extra mercers, but it can make or break your game. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. What are your thoughts on prestige objectives? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and I hope you noticed some of the stuff we talked about in the perfect setup guide. Do remember to like and subscribe. We really enjoy making these videos for you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.